on behalf of the Raza Foundation and the India Habitat Center. The foundation instituted 8 annual memorial lectures named after Agyeya, Kumar Gandhar, Habib Tanveer, V.S. Gaitonde, Mani Kaul, Daya Krishna, Kelucharan Mahapatra, and Charles Correa. This is from various different field masters who passed away somewhat recently, or Agyeya passed away quite a bit.
There is a strong personal connection that goes far back, and over the years initiated many of the projects that have had a crucial influence on Hindi's emergent modernity. The journals Pratik and Kahani, and the iconic collections of poetry, Tar Saptak. Can you write this? Is what the woman asks. Can you write this? But, and this must also be said, sometimes there is too little distance also. After all, and I'm often reminded of this in our India, the young Joyce, trying to awake from the importunate nightmare of Irish history, remarked, or more precisely has a character who remarks, there is too much God in Ireland. There is a very real sense in which not only do we have too many gods, prominent among these tidy-minded people are the philosophers. Philosophers are typically embarrassed by the polysemic nature of language and seek to tame this polysemy within straitjackets of logic and vigorous definition. However, in my view, the post-structuralist cul-de-sac in which truth is unattainable and all that one is left with is an endless chain of deferral, words leading to words leading to words is only a reductio of this embarrassment. The truth that literature, poetry, seeks and sometimes achieves is essentially different from this austere, ideally singular philosophical truth. This literary truth is the truth of experience, which is not only plural in an extrinsic sense, so as many people, so many truths, it is also complex in structure, intrinsically polymorphous, so that the poet's struggle with language and for adequate language endeavors to deploy both the precision. Surgery restores the organism to a state of health. So one can understand the investment in defending the metaphor. However, I can't help saying certainly, if the targeted disease, i.e. intrusion, infiltration, bad, Pakistani things persist, isn't it reasonable to conclude that the surgeon wasn't very good? Encounter, as it happens, has already passed into ordinary usage as a verb. Certainly in Hindi that I know. To counter, it's not encounter, counter karwa. So to counter is to kill with state immunity. Their lordships, by the way, should protest. They should. But language has a way, and it has a wayward independence. But perhaps the first word I should flag in our context is controversial. Seducing them right back. This tatsama longing is our clue to a retrograde nationalism dedicated to the recovery of some already achieved nation, and so fundamentally different from a future-oriented nationalism, committed to becoming a nation that addresses the needs and desires of all its members. From the perspective of this tatsama politics, history is merely a domain of loss, a fall into the world of complication and negotiation, of unsettling novelty. History must be played backwards, rewound to some desired pristine point, whether in the 10th century AD or the 10th century BC, for all I know, and spoke about how the fight was for, and I quote, the conditions of discourse. Not for the reconciliation of differences, but rather for a condition in which discourse can be possible across differences. Language is the only civilized alternative to perpetually warring over our wonderful and or maddening, but certainly inescapable differences. But for language, failing language, we can all start rolling up our sleeves. Thank you.